When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. Life is too short for long-term grudges. I'd rather be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. I think you should always bear in mind that entropy is not on your side. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. Really, the only thing that makes sense is to strive for greater collective enlightenment. I do love email. Wherever possible, I try to communicate asynchronously. I'm really good at email. In order to have your voice be heard in Washington, you have to make some little contribution. I will never be happy without having someone. Going to sleep alone kills me. I always invest my own money in the companies that I create. I don't believe in the whole thing of just using other people's money. I don't think that's right. I'm not going to ask other people to invest in something if I'm not prepared to do so myself. I say something, and then it usually happens. Maybe not on schedule, but it usually happens. We are the first species capable of self-annihilation. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram in the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon? Doesn't work out. I hate writing about personal stuff. I don't have a Facebook page. I don't use my Twitter account. I am familiar with both, but I don't use them. I usually describe myself as an engineer. That's basically what I've been doing since I was a kid. Mars is the only place in the solar system where it's possible for life to become multiplanetarian. I just want to retire before I go senile, because if I don't retire before I go senile, then I'll do more damage than good at that point. From an evolutionary standpoint, human consciousness has not been around very long. A little light just went on after 4.5 billion years. How often does that happen? Maybe it is quite rare. I'm personally a moderate and a registered independent, so I'm not strongly Democratic or strongly Republican. If you look at our current technology level, something strange has to happen to civilizations, and I mean strange in a bad way, and it could be that there are a lot of dead, one-planet civilizations. Some companies out there quote a start of production that is substantially in advance of when customers get their cars. The odds of me coming into the rocket business, not knowing anything about rockets, not having ever built anything, I mean, I would have to be insane if I thought the odds were in my favor. I think most of the important stuff on the internet has been built. There will be continued innovation, for sure, but the great problems of the internet have essentially been solved. I think a lot of the American people feel more than a little disappointed that the high-water mark for human exploration was 1969. The dream of human space travel has almost died for a lot of people.